All right, so you want me to give you coaching advice of how to overcome your fear of failure, fear of failing. All right, well, where do I start with my life? I've been facing the fear of failure just my entire life since my adolescence. And I can remember one particular time a couple years ago, I got into the tax business. I was desperately in the need for money. I was broke. I had just paid my business coach my last bit of money that was supposed to go towards my mortgage, and I was behind on every bill. You ever been behind on the Sam's Club bill? Yeah, it was that serious. So anyway, long story short, I had a fear of messing up everybody's taxes. A fear of just screwing everything up, and on top of that, I had a fear of people discovering that I'm a life coach who does taxes. So that whole thing. So many fears placated in that whole fear of just failing. And the long story short, I ended up doing taxes, and it helped me get by the whole winter season. All right, now I left that that industry. Of course, it wasn't my passion, but it was definitely something I did to get by, and it was a fear of failing that I definitely faced. So what I'm going to do is give you four steps, four advice pieces of coaching advice to take with you to turn this fear of failing into a fuel. So number one is, I know you're dealing with a lot of anxiety. You're either really pumped about something you want to go into, but you're nervous at the same time. What you have to do is to calm all your anxiety is to understand that this is completely natural. It's completely natural to have a fear of failing. Okay, this is an industry or a mark that you've never been you've never been involved with before. You never pursued on your own before. You might be a first-time business owner, first-time person in that career, whatever. Just understand you have to normalize the situation in order to be able to create a focus and create strategy to execute, whatever objectives you need to execute to get to your goal, whatever this ambition is. So that's number one. Understand it's completely natural to have this fear of failure. It's completely natural. Yes, you're a unique human being. Yes, you have unique abilities and a gift, but this is completely natural within the grand scheme of things. All right. Number two is I want you to ask yourself, what is it that you will gain, had you taken on this fear? What is it that you have to gain from taking on this fear of failure? It's basically what are you in this for? If everything was to work out for you at the end, what would that mean for your life? All right. Number three is what are you really trying to avoid by not taking on this fear? What usually, typically, I get from clients is an expectation that they're trying to live up to, that they fear not fitting up, not meeting those requirements of their expectations, which encourages them even more to avoid this fear of failure. So they don't go out and try things. I had one client who wanted to pursue a career in radio, but due to not wanting to fail his father's expectations, ended up pursuing a career in banking and finance, right? And ended up being miserable 20 plus years down the road. Think about that, 20 plus years doing something that you absolutely hate, that doesn't inspire you to get up every morning, that doesn't inspire you to innovate, all because you were trying to fit into this expectation. So again, number three is ask yourself, what is it that you're really trying to avoid by not facing this fear? Not trying to be embarrassed. Like, what is that? Ask yourself. Discover what that answer is for you. And the fourth and final tip is, what did you gain from the last thing that you failed at? What is it that you went out and achieved and you tried? And you had fears and anxieties about, pursuing that other ambition, and maybe it didn't work out for you. Maybe it did work out for you. But at the end of the day, what did you gain? Did you become more, encouraged? Did you become more knowledgeable about something? Did you gain more confidence? What was everything that you gained from that fear of failure? This helps you to bring to light a full scope that failure isn't that bad to experience, that there's always something to offer in growth from failure. All right, it's to bring the reality of what failure will be to your life, not the exaggeration that fear has to offer. Do its portion of the imagination portion of fear, but that's a whole nother video. So again, I hope this has been useful to you. If you will, please just like, share, and subscribe. Hit those buttons below. If you have some comments, I would love to hear what you have to say regarding any kind of failures you've had in your life. Please share that with us. And if you're still having trouble dealing with this fear of failure going forward, please message me and I would love to help you. All right, the choice is yours. Be good or be great.com.